Hey guys, Lego Freak here, and I hear an echo that I'm not used to. That's weird. Anyways, don't think you guys can hear it. But, yeah, here with another video. I know I missed some uploads. I'm really trying. Again, I kind of explained it in my last video. I don't have a lot to show, so I'm really struggling trying to get stuff done to show you guys. But I finally got some figures done, so I'll be able to do some videos. But yeah, I'm really trying to get a bunch of big showcases done, and then after the showcases I can do a bunch of tutorials, so it'll give me a lot more videos. But anyways, yeah, now I did, whoa, my sticky notes falling, my shout-out sticky notes, stay. I wanted to say something about shout-outs. I got quite a few requests on my last video from people who have had shout-outs in the past, and I don't know if they don't know how the new system works, but basically, if you've already had one, I'm not going to give you another shout-out, so that's why some of you that asked on my last video aren't getting one in this one, because I've given you one in the past. So yeah, I don't give repeat shout-outs anymore, because I want a chance to shout out new people who haven't been here before. So yeah, sorry about that, but yeah. So anyways, let's do this. So you shout outs. The first one goes to Thomas Brick. Thomas, I don't know. So yeah. Next one goes to T Blue Stop Motions 1. So yeah. Next one goes to Mr. Goggles. Yeah. Was that Googles? So yeah. Next one goes to Red Shine Customs. Now I think I shouted this guy out before, but I wasn't positive, so here you go. And the last one for today goes to ZZCK Gaming. Or was it Zizik? So there you go. Anyways, those 4 shoutouts. So let's jump into the tutorial. Right, and the minifigure for today is Dr. Doom. Now this is more like a comics version because I kind of really liked the way that it looked, and I decided I don't have a Dr. Doom figure, so might as well make one myself. So I actually really like the way that it turned out overall, and I thought, hey, it'd be great to do a tutorial on this guy for those of you who would want to make one. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the tools that I used. Right, and the tools I used for this particular minifigure include gold paint, silver paint, gunmetal paint. Now if you're looking for a good gunmetal color, this is it right here. Gunmetal Gray by Folk Art. I found this at Michael's, which is a hobby store if you don't know. It's a great gunmetal color. So if you're looking for a good gunmetal, this right here. I use black and brown, and the main color is this green, this darkish kind of green. So yeah, and of course a paintbrush and a thumbtack for details. Now I also used for the hood here a fabric that I found that's kind of like the Lego cape fabric, and then also I made a custom cape, so you're gonna need some sort of material for the hood and the cape, and you're also gonna need, if you want to make it exactly like I did, some sort of sculpting stuff. I used green stuff, but you can use whatever you're comfortable sculpting with. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the pieces that I used. Right, and the pieces I used for this particular minifigure. Now this was just one of those standard clone heads. I'll put a picture right there. You got a billion of them probably. So yeah, just use one of those, considering I sculpted over most of it, so you're not really going to see much of it. The only part you can actually see is the eyes. Now of course I used this kind of card-like material for the cape and a fabric I found for the hood, but you could use just a standard Lego cape, and heck, you can make a hood with the Lego cape. Now if you want to know how to make these fabric hoods, my friend JJ Customs has a tutorial on this, so I will link that below if I remember. Future me, when you're editing this, link that in the video. Also put like a thing you can click on right here to go to that video if you're curious. And there it goes. Alright, so if you're on a computer, you could click that the little thing I put up, and it'll take you to the video where he shows how to make these. So yeah. Anyways, I used just some silver arms, light gray hands, a green, actually no, this was a white torso, but I painted it green. You could just use a green one, preferably a darker green or whatever green, and just some silver legs. So yeah, and the belt piece was also, I believe, I think it was light gray. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just jump into the painting tutorial since I don't really need to change camera angles at all. So yeah, pretty much first thing I did was the face. Now it's going to be a little hard to show you, and the reason is that it's very hard to get the hood off. I'm actually going to cut the camera and see if I can get the hood off. Alright, I managed to get it off. So I'll show you the hood real quick. It's right here. So yeah, just a fabric hood, pretty simple. As you can see, it was white fabric. So yeah, pretty easy to make, and looks pretty darn cool. So anyways, moving on. For the head, it looks really weird out of the hood. I know, look at that. Oh gosh, what the heck? Wait, maybe this wasn't a clone head. What head was this? I have no idea. I guess this was a failed attempt at the Doctor Doom face. Gosh, yeah, I have no idea what head this was, but yeah, but anyways, any head will work, really, just because all you really need is the eyes. So pretty much what I did was I started by doing a black triangle. Just took some black and painted it kind of pointing up this way and just going around the eye. And then what I did next was I took some clay and I basically put it on in a U shape. Yeah, there's clay on there. It sticks out. You can see there. I put some clay on it in a U shape. So you can see it goes right under the eyes. I also took a bit more and put a clump of it right here. So you can see from the side it sticks off right there. So just a tiny, basically take the clay, roll it into a little line, and then press it on his face in this U shape. And then also put a bit up here. Then what I did is I took a thumbtack and I poked poked it a little bit so you can see the little indentations for like bolts or whatever. So yeah, then what I did was I just took two more lines. I put one down this side and poked holes in it, and then I put one down this side and poked holes in it. So same process, just take the clay, roll it between your fingers, and just lay it on the face there. Then the next thing I did was I took another clump and I put it on his chin. So basically I left a little gap right here where the clay is. That's where his mouth is. So you can see kind of right there, there's like an indent right there. Also, I did put little, poked little holes in this part of the clay as well to give it that metal kind of look. So yeah, then I just let that dry, painted it silver, painted basically the rest of the face silver. Then all I did was from this part of the U, I painted a black line curving down this way, and a black line curving down this way. That's a little bit of the hood because some glue touched the hood and then the face, and this part got stuck, so just ignore that the bit of fabric there. Then I took some of that gunmetal and painted this little part, just basically it's like a 7, a line over and then down in that gunmetal color. And then same on this side. I also took some black and painted a line going across there. So honestly, it's not too hard to sculpt. It was just a matter of rolling the clay real thin and just pressing it on the face and then poking little holes in it. So yeah, that about does it for the head. Now I'm not going to put the hood back on just because it's kind of it's a little tricky to get the head in there. But anyways, moving on. Next thing is the cape. Cape's really simple. I took this card-like material. It wasn't the same material as this. It probably should be. Might make it look a bit better. I might do that in the future. But yeah, I just painted it in that dark green color. I painted the whole torso in dark green, but if yours is already green, you don't really need to worry about that. Then what I did was I took some clay and I sculpted on these little circles here, these little circles, and then I sculpted a little line between it. I also did take a thumbtack and just put some little grooves in it along the clay, and I let that dry. Then also what I did was once everything was done and the cape was on, I put this clay here, just pretty simple, just smush some clay here and then did these little lines in it to make it look like the cape's attached to the circles, and I think it looks really nice. So yeah, I thought that was a little extra detail that looked really cool. So basically just a clump of clay, and I kind of smoothed it over onto the cape, and then I just put some lines in it. Unfortunately, that means I can't really remove the cape easily. I'm trying to figure out a way to do that, but yeah. So anyways, now once that dried, I just painted it gold, and this part gold in the middle. I put a black circle here, and then put black paint in the grooves that I put into the clay. Now for the torso, for the belt, I actually sculpted on the belt. That's totally unnecessary. You could just paint it. I just wanted to go the extra mile and sculpt it on there. So I sculpted that, and then I painted the little gold belt buckle, little square and line. And there's also some black detail here, like the strap part, the other half of the belt that's like tucked into the buckle. I'm not sure how well you can see that. Now for each arm, basically the details I did on the arms are pretty much identical. So yeah, first thing I did was I sculpted a shoulder pad, which is not necessary. You could just paint it on. Man, that's hard to see. I wish I could take the cape off. See if I can move the cape. No, I can't. So basically sculpted on a shoulder pad and just painted a black line that goes down and all the way across. So yeah, and then for the rest of the arm, so just again, there's a shoulder pad up there. It's a little hard to see. What I did was I sculpted this little, you can see it on the side there. I sculpted this little circle, this like bolt thing on the side. And then what I did was I painted just kind of a U over it, an upside down U, just goes up one side and down the other. And then I painted a line across the bottom. And now that line continues all the way across the arm. So basically I started right here and just went all the way around the arm with it. So it just goes whoop and all the way around. Then I painted this part here, another line that goes across, but when it gets like halfway, it stops, goes down, over, up, and then back across. So yeah, hopefully that's clear enough. And then up here, next to the U shape that I painted over this little bolt, I painted another line that goes all the way across, and it does go all the way down this side of the arm as well. You can kind of see it there. And then at the back, I just painted a little line for like a little elbow pad. So yeah, again, I apologize that I can't take the cape off. I'm going to try and figure out how to do that so that I can still have this cool effect of like the cape attached to these, but not worry about not being able to take it off. So yeah, now we're going to move on to the leg part, which basically all I did for the thighs, I just painted all the way around the figure on this side, the back, this side, just that same dark green color for that little part of his robe that's hanging down. Now I wanted to like make it out of fabric, but I just couldn't figure out how to do that. So if anyone knows how to make like a skirt type thing out of fabric, let me know. It'd be much appreciated. So yeah, anyways, moving down to the knees, basically I wanted to give it I found a really cool like figurine, and which is where I got the reference for this. And in the thing, you had like really big old knee pads, and I kind of like that. It's basically just a big old U shape, painted black, big old U shape, and another U shape, kind of a, I don't know, it's basically an oval right here, and then put a line through it. Same on this side. About that, my camera ran out of memory. Anyways, basically painted two slanted lines, one going up this way and then one going down this way, and filled that in with gunmetal. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention on the arm right here in between this gap I put gunmetal here as well. Sorry about that. So yeah, right there. A little hard to see, but it's right there. It is a darker type thing, and you can see the shoulder pad a bit better than you could see the other one. So yeah, so yeah, anyways, moving on, I also sculpted on the side of the leg this big old bolt here, just smushed some clay and kind of shaped it into a circle. Took some black, painted a line around it, and then one line down this way, kind of the continuation of this part here. So yeah, just a line going that way as well. So yeah, again, not sure what head I used, but yeah, so that is the figure, well, without the hood, which honestly, without the hood, it kind of looks a little bit stupid. But yeah, so anyways, let's go ahead and wrap up this video. Alright guys, that wraps up this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to leave a like. And again, I do apologize for the lack of uploads. I'm trying, I promise. Hopefully you guys aren't too disappointed. I really am working, trying to get these customs done. I don't want to like rush and have bad customs. I want to have good customs for you guys to see. So what I might do is a video where I show the customs that I'm working on. There's a ton of them where I kind of show what I've got so far. I kind of don't like doing that. And the reason is that I feel like I'm spoiling it. Like, you don't see them like as good as I want you to see them. So, but you guys can let me know if you want that in the comments. Just a big old video of all the things that I'm working on, which I've seen quite a few people do. But to be honest, I kind of like to just show them when they're done. But you guys can let me know. Anyways, again, if you've already had a shout out and you ask for one, I'm not going to give you another shout out. I apologize if that sounds really mean, but I want to give a chance for new people who come to my channel to get a shout out as well, instead of just people who've had quite a few. So anyways, once again, I'm really trying to get more customs and more things like that. So yeah, but anyways, this has been Lego Freak. Peace. Woo!